thanks for coming back to the session. So first slide we typically show, it's not a complete Agfa. We are a company more than 150 years old, always been in imaging, with a focus on the imaging consumables, but basically on solutions. And in inkjet specific, we have sign and display solutions, and we have what we call industrial solutions. Sometimes it's in ink, and we work with partners that are engineering companies that build good printers in markets that in technologies we are not active. And actually that's my role. I'm then the contact person and the business manager for Agfa for those kind of inks that we sell in combination with the partners. I think most of you know that we have acquired earlier this year a company called Inca Digital, Cambridge. So I've been here quite a lot lately. And that's a good addition to our portfolio. On one hand, the onset in the sign and display, but also a product I will teach you a little bit about is the SpeedSet. So back to that later. But we're also active in leather printing, for instance, in flooring, laminate a lot with water-based ink, printing on decor paper, and packaging is, of course, a very important market segment. So thanks to Fraser, I can use the nice second-generation house picture, upgraded. And why I want to use that? I want to show you, just tease you with something Agfa is doing with its ink. So in my head of being an OEM ink supplier, that are the activities where we have developed specific inks for specific applications. They are really tuned not only to the print system, but especially to the application. Because if you want to do edge band, it's a real nice application for inkjet because the run length is 20-40 minutes. Nice, do that please without a lot of setup of gravure at 10 meters a minute. Do that at 50 meters a minute with inkjet. But you need a very tuned inkset for that. One example, the color red in this case means it's a UV ink. We also have companies that build printers to print direct on your plaster wall in your home. So no canvas, no nothing, no frame, just direct. So a lot of stuff, and automotive is something that we really see happening today, that they are thinking there's a low number of series, special series, often just 1,000 cars, and they want something special inside in the decoration. Inkjet is ideal for that. Very demanding application, by the way. Then we have the application with water-based ink. As I said before, laminate floor and furniture, print on decor paper. Folding carton, come to that in detail. Where we have also an OEM ink feature. Rita Tors, who is in the room, is a specialist here. Not only folding, corrugated, a whole type of carton boxes. Why water-based? Sustainability, food contact safety, recycling, all important key features. And cost. So, next to that, we have in Agfa a special business team on the printed electronics and the printed circuit boards. So very specific inkjet inks tuned to go in that market. Why? Because Agfa is the #1 in the film used in printed circuit boards, for instance. And that market is in transition. And since we know that market very well, we're part of the transition. Okay, that was my first part. Now I'm gonna do the part Matt should have done. So I will do my best. Starting from the change in the hardware lineup, as Agfa offering as a solution provider, go from mid-end to very, very high-end. And the addition by the acquisition by Inca is the top 3. So the onset, a very high-speed flatbed, very well known in the market. That's an addition, now available under the Agfa hood. More important, the 2 top ones are packaging. The SpeedSet is a fully Inca solution, fully made in-house. And Matt Brooks is actually the business manager for that. While the BHS print engine, it's called here, that's a solution for preprint. The inkjet engine inside is made by the Inca team, and Nick Cousins, who is the leader of that team, is here also. If you want to talk to him about it, it's a very interesting project. Because that printer is connected to the corrugator. You put in a liner and comes out printed sheets. in one go at very high speed, 300 meters a minute and up. So you see we are involved in very high output systems, up to 60,000 square meters an hour, coming from 70 with Annapurna, another range. So the SpeedSet 1060, the first one, so there is a line of products coming. The first one is folding carton and corrugated, but more like the micro flutes, not the very thick flutes. And that's let's say, in late stage of development. We'll start beta next year. Its maximum speed is 150 meters a minute. Maximum resolution is 1200 dpi, 11,000 sheets an hour, so it's really production. Fully water-based solution. Under the hood, the print heads, drying station. There's a very good stacker and it's a winder, rewinder, or stacker, and existing, not developed by Inca, that's taken from the market, in combination to bring the food solution. And of course, the full consumable system will be Agfa in-house developed. So when we have a closer look to the system, you have 3 digital parts. It's not only what is typically being done in the world as a hybrid solution, that you have a flexo primer, then you jet the colors, and you have an OPV, flexo. No, this is a full digital solution. All the fluids are jettable. So you only jet them where you want them. In this market, typically you have jobs with a low coverage of your surface. And then of course it's ideal that you do that completely digital. And also where you want to glue the box, there will be no varnish that prevents the gluing, because you have only printed the varnish where you have jetted an image. So that's the solution here that we are developing. At the moment with CMYK, but there is room to extend color gamut with orange, violet and green. And it's a full industrial system, very reliable, printing already in-house, and beta customers will visit soon. So, big project, really looking to the market where you have a lot of variations for your packaging. And Matt here specified a few things. Of course, your startup time, you do one job after the another. You have the e-commerce boxes, the shelf-ready boxes, and so on. So you can play in that market to live with the demand of the brand owners or the retail shops, how they want to handle your carton and give message. Can be a basic message in one color, but it can go to full color. So Matt said, I want to play with the house, but want to give limit to the messages I want to give on the carton that arrive in my house. It's not his own house, by the way. So he used some examples to show, look, on a SpeedSet, what can you print that ends up in your house that's ideal to print with SpeedSet. So the fridge pack box and so on, you can all read. I'm not going to sum them all up. But when you look into in your bin where you collect your printed carton, I hope you collect them and that you do use them again, because in Europe, I don't know if that's UK included, to be honest, but in Europe, it's 87% of carton is recycled into carton for packaging. We are a member of FEFCO, the organization of the producer of corrugated in Europe. Everything there is about the inking, recycling, reuse, and they always claim, yeah, we're number one. If you compare to the other types of packaging materials, this one is the best for reuse in the same application, not downcycle. Sustainability is important, and it's standard Agfa policy now that we have to use this slide in every presentation. I just will draw your attention to one product, which is called Zirfon, which is a membrane for the hydrogen energy. 3 weeks ago, we won the Belgian prize for innovation in the chemical industry with this product. It's actually the second time that we win that prize. In 2014, we won it with our low migration UV inks. Now we win it with Zirfon. So very proud of that, because it's recognition of the innovative character of Agfa, and now in the field of sustainability. I want to sum up with a slide that brings the story on the solution provider. So the SpeedSet, it's an in-house development at Inca, here in Cambridge. The digital fluid development is in Mortsel, headquarters of Agfa. So the 3 consumables. Then of course global service support is extremely important in this case, 24/7. And single pass high-speed sheet fed. So we're, by the acquisition of Inca, we have access to this technology of single pass high-speed water-based. Using the Agfa software is already being tuned to use there because we have all this knowledge on color gamut, low ink consumption, and the workflow around it, which is important. Again, also here, our message with the primer, the ink, the varnish combination is all about getting the TCO right. By using the primer, you print with your ink on the same surface. So you can do that on different coated materials and have always the same type of color gamut. By using the primer, you limit the ink amount, which is more costly than the primer. So it's a TCO thing. And by the water-based varnish, you bring your protection. So consumable is an important part of your total solution, but it's a full solution approach. And that's the message about SpeedSet. Thanks for your attention.